any state are broken, a duly authorized organization swings into action. It may be called the state police, state troopers, militia, the rangers, or the highway patrol. These are the stories of the men whose training, skill, and courage have enforced and preserved our state laws. The first organized police force in the United States was created in 1844 in New York City. Today, dozens of law enforcement agencies protect the life and property of our citizens. Outstanding among these agencies is the Highway Patrol. Last August, the entire machinery of the Highway Patrol was called into action in a statewide effort to locate an unknown killer who preyed upon lonely women. 2 women had died, and for 2 months their killer had been at large. Then, on October 9th, the murderer struck again.
Hello.
Hello. Are you Louise Turner?
Yes.
You're sure your name isn't Judy?
Why, no, it's Louise Turner. And you're...
Oh, I'm sorry. My name's Mike Clark.
Oh, yes. I just loved your letter. What was it again?
Thanks.
I wonder what you must think of me.
Why?
Well, writing one of those lonely hearts ads. I've never done anything like that before. But I've been so alone here. One of my cousins, she found her husband that way. This farm is too much for me. I can't... Here I am going on.
Oh, look, there's no need to apologize. Well, if you hadn't placed that ad in the papers, we never would have met. That's just how I met in the first place.
You've been married before?
Yes, but unfortunately, she passed away a little over a year ago. You look very much like her. As a matter of fact, she could be taken for sisters.
Well, won't you sit down?
Thank you. You don't mind being compared to my first wife, do you?
Oh, no, I'm flattered. Have you had lunch? Can I fix you something?
Thanks, I had lunch on the way out. Oh, I'd just like to sit and talk to you a while. It's a very pretty dress you're wearing.
Oh, well, thank you. I do on my own sewing.
You're very talented, Judy.
Louise.
Oh, yes.
I have a handyman that comes in once a week to do heavy work, and then in the season I get migratory workers. But it just seemed a shame to pay out all that money. If I had a husband, we could do so much more. You're a very good-looking man. Why do you have to answer Lonely Hearts Dance?
Well, I'm not exactly the aggressive type. My first wife always said I was too shy. And besides, this way makes it easier to meet people. But I might ask you the same question. You're a good-looking woman. Why do you advertise?
Good-looking. You're not just saying that.
Oh, no, I mean it. You look exactly like my first wife, and she was very good-looking. I think we'd do just fine.
Oh, I know we would. And I'd make you a good wife.
I'm sure of that.
Well, is this a proposal?
Well, you might call it that.
We don't know very much about each other. In fact, we don't know anything.
Just that we like each other. Isn't that right?
Oh, yes. And people don't really begin to work out their problems until after they're married. Isn't that right?
Well, don't you think we ought to go out a few times first and talk things over?
Oh, we can do all that after we're married.
Well, let's not rush into marriage.
Well, why wait? We're two mature people. We know what we want. Every day that passes is a day lost. Let's get married right away.
Just like my first wife, you're exactly like her. Always pushing me around, telling me what to do. You are Judy. You're not Judy. But you looked exactly like her. Don't think I'll stop looking, Judy. Don't think I'll stop looking. Someday I'll find you. Someday I'll find you, Judy, and when I do, I'll kill you. I'll kill you, you headache.
Headquarters to 2150.
2155.
Homicide reported at Turner Farmhouse on Blair Drive.
You know where the Turner place is?
Yeah, about 5 miles back.
All right, I'm going to Blair Drive right now. 10-4?
10-4.
She was the sweetest and kindest lady in the area. Why, she devoted her life to her father. This was his farm until 2 years ago he died. Louise refused to sell the farm. She figured she'd find herself a husband and maybe he'd help her. Why should anybody want to do this to her? Why?
I'll do our best to find out. Did you happen to see or hear anybody in this vicinity?
Well, I thought I heard a car, but I didn't see one. When I found Louise, I ran to the front door, but I didn't see anything at all.
How do you happen to be around here?
Well, Louise wanted a box to put something in, and I was bringing it over to her when I found it.
Thanks for your help, Mr. Phillips. I'll talk to you later.
Don't give up, Judy. Keep looking for you till I'm sure you're dead. I can't let you live, you know that. I'll find you wherever you are. You'll give yourself away with one of those ads.
Max Schultz has been cleared. That takes care of all the suspects around here.
Let's leave us with those 4 characters who gave us phony addresses we can't find and those names from out of town.
See those out of town. They checked out. Well, they checked out negative. You work on the others?
Well, now.
Let's see. What are the names again here? Let's just take a look at it here. Yep. Martha Wilson, John Donald, Louise Turner. 3 of them in different parts of the state. They're all strangled. And they're all members of the Lonely Hearts Club.
Well, it could be a coincidence. But look at these descriptions. They're all practically the same. And look at these ads the women wrote. All alike that could have been written by the same woman.
What about the lab report? Can that help us find our man?
Well, maybe. The lab turned in a complete report on all the letters. 28 letters in the Wilson case, 26 in the Joan Donald murder, 24 in the last case. In some cases, the lab says that several men wrote to more than one of the victims, but only 2 men wrote letters to all 3 of the women.
2 men wrote to Martha Wilson, Joan Donald, and Louise Turner. Who were the guys?
Well, the first was a man who wrote in longhand. He used the same address. Letters were practically the same as Bill Williams. We checked him out an hour ago.
Hey, what?
Well, nothing came out in the questioning. He was clear in the Turner case. He checked out clean the other 2 murders.
They missed anything?
We're not taking any chances. He's under surveillance now.
What about the other guy?
Yes, this one could be a possible. He always types his letters on a portable machine. Always uses a different name each time. In the Turner case, he used the name of Mike Clark. Always used a different P.O. box, too. In this case, he used P.O. Box 58 in Lawrence.
You checked in the box?
Yes. He gave it up 4 days ago. No one could give us a description of him.
Okay, so what do we got? We got 4 different items. 4 same MOs. They're all cut from the same pattern.
But there's no tie-up between the victims. They come from 3 different areas. They aren't related to each other. They don't even know one another.
But they all know the killer, but only for a couple of minutes. What do you say we give it chance at number 4? What do you say we use Faye Nelson? We'll find her in a lonely farmhouse. We'll use the same kind of an ad that they all use. You know, the lonely heart type thing.
But will the trap work?
Well, you know Faye Nelson. Describe her.
Faye Nelson, she's about 5'3", a brunette. Faye Nelson's description is the same as hers. 5 feet 6, red hair. No, that's not Judy. Lonely woman in lonely house and 5 feet 10. I'm not quitting. You'll see, Judy. You got me with one of those ads, and now you're trying to get somebody else. I'll find your ad. And then I'll find you. You'll see.
That's what the job say. You fit the description of his other victims.
The 3 women have died so far.
I hate to say this, but that's right.
What do I do?
Well, you pose as a lonely woman on a farm whose husband died. Now you need a new husband to run the farm, that's all.
Shouldn't be too difficult. My father had a farm. I grew up on it.
Well, we've got ads in the paper, the same kind of ads that burned the killer in the other cases. Here they are.
Alone on a farm, brunette, 5'3", age 35, not quite. Attractive, thanks to small favors. Would like to meet a mature man who knows his way around the farm. Object matrimony, Faye Nelson, box 485. If I find a nice one, can I keep him?
You might find the killer first.
I wish you didn't mean that so literally.
Look, we've got a farm staked out. It's just outside of Elmhurst.
Wired to a listening post. There'll always be at least 2 men handy around.
Well, that's good.
We don't want you to do the job alone. You can't do it alone. We'll have men all around ready to move in the minute the trap works. But remember, you're up against a fanatical killer, like an obsession against women of your description. Don't be a hero. Play it careful. We want to get you. We want to keep you alive. Thought you fooled me, didn't you? Thought you could hide from me, but you can't. Look at this. Alone on a farm. Brunette, 5 feet 3 inches, age 35. Would like to meet mature man who knows his way around a farm. Object matrimony. Faye Nelson. Faye Nelson. Another name, huh? That can't fool me, Judy. I found you. You know what's going to happen to you? You're going to die. No matter who gets in my way, you're going to die. And this time I'm going to make sure you're dead.
Once the trap had been set, a lonely parade of possible suspects began to file in and out of the isolated farmhouse. The officers of the Highway Patrol patiently waited, hoping that their trap would spring on the unknown man who had already killed 3 women.
There goes Lonely Hearts Man number 9. There's something pathetic about men like him. Yeah, there sure is.
Anybody in there with Faye right now?
No, Mr. Tom Ross just left. He was number 9.
Now we're waiting for Herman Warner.
Well, you know that Warner's the typewriter Romeo that broke away with those 3 women.
Last time his name was Clark.
Well, we've had 9 replies. Now we gotta start watching for Warner or Clark.
I got a visitor. Yes?
Miss Nelson?
Oh, you must be Herman Warner.
That's right.
I've been expecting you. Won't you come in?
Thank you.
Certainly have a nice place.
Oh, you're just saying that. I have to do all the farm chores, so there's very little time for housework.
Doesn't look that way.
Then you're not looking very closely, or you'd see the cracks in the walls and the paper starting to peel away. Won't you sit down?
Thank you, Judy.
Judy?
Oh, I'm sorry, Miss Nelson. For a moment there, you reminded me of another woman.
Sally?
Have you had this farm long?
I was born here. I took house for Father after Mother died 20 years ago. Now, he's gone too. I'm just lost. So, all alone.
You know, loneliness is a curse of our time. Lord didn't mean for folks to live alone.
My father used to say the same thing. You remind me of him. You're as handsome as he was. Oh, I didn't mean to sound so forward.
That's all right. We're here to speak the truth to each other. I just want to say that you're much too pretty to have to advertise for friendship. I should think you'd be fighting off suitors.
Well, when I was younger, I had lots of men friends, but my life was with Dad, and after a while, the men just stopped coming around.
You must have been a very devoted daughter.
I tried my best.
You'll make someone a very devoted wife.
I would like to try.
I was noticing on the way out here, this is quite a farm. How many acres do you have?
Including the North Field, 58 acres.
How much under cultivation?
At the moment, about 10.
How do you manage it?
Oh, I do some of it myself and get help during the season.
You do need a husband. I'm sorry, I have some business to take care of in Woodland before the day is over. I wonder if we could see each other again tomorrow, maybe.
Why, of course. Why don't you come over for dinner?
Thank you.
Why'd you call her Judy?
No. No, he was the last one. We must have made a mistake with Warner.
I'll tell you what. You guys go ahead and tell him. I'll check McClay and Rappel's equipment. What did we miss?
I don't know. I've been trying to figure it out.
I don't get this. We set a trap for the killer. He didn't show. Why were you nervous?
For a moment, I thought Herman Warner was our man.
Because he called you Judy?
That and the way he was holding my hand. I had a feeling he was ready to explode. Trying to figure out what I said that made him cool off. Stopped him.
Could it have been something you said?
Well, he was holding my hand. I was talking about the farm and how I used to help my father and... My hands. My hands. They're not the hands of a farmer.
Yeah, I know. We knew this, but we took a chance nobody noticed. All right, we'll transfer the operation to another part of the state. When you're back, we'll drive you in.
Thanks, I have my own car.
Okay.
have her do to another man what she did to me. Oh, Miss Faye Nelson, you phony little farm woman. I'm going back, and I'm going to kill you, Judy.
He must have turned off in the other direction.
Yeah, I guess we lost him. 2173 to 2150.
2155.
I guess we've lost our man.
You lost water?
Yes, on Highway 64. Suspect turned out on Mill Road. He may be heading toward Victoria. We're going after him.
I'll tell you what, radio ahead. No, wait a minute. Water say he was run back to Faye's place?
Yes, but that was tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Let's get to that farmhouse quick. Notify all units. Let's move. This is it, sir. Let's move in. I'll take the front door.
Now you're dressed right. The way you really are. You're no farm woman. You're not even Faye Nelson. But I know who you are. You're Judy. And I'm going to kill you, Judy.
I didn't want to kill you. It was just her. Judy.
Who's Judy?
She's my wife. She ran off with all my money. She's no good. I've been trying to kill her for 3 months, but she won't die. She's in that house now, and I've got to go in and kill her before she ruins any more men like she did me.
Stop worrying. We'll take care of her.
You will? I'm so glad. Now I don't have to keep trying to find her. Trying to kill her. Now I can sleep.
Sleep. I wish we could get some. Come on, let's go. I hope you'll be with us next week. Until then, remember, no matter how new, the safest device in your car is you. This is Bradley Crawford saying, see you next week.